So I was thinking about this today. It is the 31st of 2023. And what were my favorite knives that I picked up this year from my personal collection that I'm enjoying? They may not be the best. They may not be ones that have a lot of screen time for you guys, but they're ones that I personally picked up that I'm really enjoying. Let's go ahead and talk about them. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yes, this isn't a coffee mug. I am drinking a little bit of Elijah Craig barrel proof single barrel. It's delightful. Really enjoying it. First up, this is a knife that I technically didn't pick up this year, but something very special happened with it this year. This is my honorable mention out of the 10, but I wanted to show it to you guys. So, ProTech ATCF has the wood handles. Everyone pretty much knows this knife, but you don't know that. That is a signature where Bob Terzola literally took a Dremel at Blade Show and actually signed it himself. It's right on the surface. I'll never carry this knife, but that's just so cool to me. He was over at the ProTech booth. I got to talk to him for a bit. I had this on me and he said he would sign it. I think that's pretty cool. Up next is going to be the Null Knives Grace. This is one of the first knives that I reviewed and photographed for 2023. This is the Gengar edition. And these just dropped about a month or two ago. They started shipping and I love the knife. I carry it on a regular basis. Super cool. Hopefully you picked up a Grace on my recommendation. I really like it. After that is a knife that I got that I could not find. I searched high and low. I didn't want to pay some of the secondary prices because they were getting a little outlandish. My buddy Stafford's EDC hooked me up. This is a Usler Duck. Now, this stands for, I believe it is a duty utility knife. Hopefully I'm getting that right. But the thing that really gets me about this is how smooth. It is it's just ridiculous. It's so smooth. It's glassy. I love it. It fits well in hand. Shout out to Stafford's EDC. Yeah, I love it. After that is a knife that I actually picked up from SDK, from Steve Dumkus. I was in his Facebook group. It was one of his Friday drops, and I happened to be first to say, I'll take it. This is going to be the Rain. I love this butterscotch micarta. I love it on the thumb studs. I like this. I believe it's a Whirlpool Damascus. Just a stunner. Just absolutely a stunner. And really made me fall in love with Steve's stuff. And it kind of started me down that path of talking to them about Bad Habits Manufacturing and, you know, showing you guys the mofo. Yeah. Just a really, really cool knife and makes a great sound. I really like the sound this one does make. Yeah, super cool. After that, we're going to be at Blade Show. So Blade Show this year, this is going to be a few things I picked up at Blade Show, post Blade Show, give or take. So first up is the only one that I actually won at Blade Show. This is going to be the Boatwright Bladeworks Lavaka. Now, Chase Boatwright is a good friend of mine. He actually he made the knife that's in the logo, guys. That knife, he actually made it. It's a physical knife that he made for me, and I love it. And this is one of his original designs, and it's a great little small knife, and Chase is just continuing to improve, and I love supporting his work. So after that is one that I knew was going to be at Blade Show, but I did not know the configuration. So this is from my buddy Greg Schaub, Sparrow Knife Co. He made me this, and I had no idea it was going to look like this. All I knew is I said flipperless. And so this Tangu is pretty damn special because if you see all this like hammering up here and then on the pivot, I told him that'd be a cool thing to do. And he goes, let me ask Brian Brown, since I know he does that a fair bit. He told Brian it was for me. Brian okayed it. And what's even cooler, this Damascus on the blade matches the Damascus on my Strix from him. I really like that. This is a special one. This is a forever piece in the collection. Super fun. After that is one that I got in line for at 3 a.m. Yes, I said 3 a.m. at Blade Show. This is going to be a Conigarius, but not just any Conigarius. While I was over at CKF, my wife went to Koenig to get this rose gold Aras. So these accents are actually, I believe they're DLC. Last time I remember, DLC, but they're rose gold. Just gorgeous. And the action on this thing is just lights out good. I think this might be the best action I've ever held on an Aras. I love it. I absolutely love it. So now we are post-Blade show, and if my memory serves, guys, I actually had the pleasure of reviewing this and all of its other variations as they were sent to me by Slice FK. This is going to be the Mini Opiate. So I reviewed the Mini Opiate last year, reviewed it again this year. I love the updates. I love the inset liner lock here. I like that we're getting the pivot collars we wanted last year. And honestly, guys, Natty was kind enough that based on the content, guys, I got one of these. Natty gifted me this knife. And I love it. And it's never leaving, and it's very special, and it's one that I pick up and just smile when I see it. All right, guys, so let's get into the fall of this year. One that I feel like I have really hyped up, and I've hyped up for good reason, is going to be the Hypercut Manufacturing Biku. Now, this is Hypercut's first solo knife that he has put out by himself. And honestly, I love it. It's super smooth. I love the titanium inlays here and all the crazy stuff he's doing. I like that I have more of a user configuration. This is technically prototype number 2. He has prototype number 1. I have number 2. I went up to visit him. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. He's in Asheville. He's not that far from me. And I just fell in love. It's just a great piece. And one that, if you can check it out, I highly, highly suggest it. Well, after that, we're going to be right towards the end of the year at Kentucky Custom Knife Show, which is the first weekend of December. And there's 2 specific pieces that I got there. One is one that I got from Mech Force. This is the Son of Sam. This is their collaboration with Tashi. I picked it up. I thought it was very good, but I didn't really spend too much time with it at the show because there were some other things I was looking at. I got home and I flipped it more and more and more and more and ended up in my pocket again and again and again. It's outstanding. I don't know what else to tell you. It's so damn good. I've heard the titanium is great without it. I handled them for a little bit, but the carbon fiber is just killer. The hollow grind on it, a little bit of flat out the tip, the action. I like the detent. I like this knife a lot. Jim Skelton called it his production knife of the year, and it is. It's very, very good. I agree with him. I think there were a lot of other great contenders, but that is a damn good knife. And then finally is the last custom I got this year. Had a little small issue with it, so I sent it back to the maker. Everything is gravy now. I actually won this in a lotto at Kentucky Custom Knife Show. This is the C Knife Works, the Christensen Maverick. Yeah, I'm in love with it. It's gorgeous. The dark tie that he does is just outstanding. It's so good. It's just... it's just really damn good. I'm going to see if you guys can get the reverb on the clip that I hear. So, let me see if I can drop this. Hopefully you heard that. It's really cool. I really like it. Yeah, this rounds out my 10 plus the bonus one with the Terzola. Hopefully you guys had a great 2023. Hopefully you picked some of these up yourself. Let me know what you think about the lineup and which one was your favorite and what you're looking forward to in 2024.